Hi, John here, and in this episode of the Butterfly Formula, I talked about some ways to get out of a creative funk. All of us, from time to time, get stuck, even though that today I have a lot more flow in my writing and work, and certainly I still occasionally get to that point where things just aren't jiving, and so I'm sharing today some of the different ways that I get unstuck and move on, beyond what I've written, of course, about writer's block. Here we go. Okay, so maybe what we're not talking about is full Dark Nights of the Soul. Just some blah that you'd rather move on from. Uh, as I've said, I've already talked before about avoiding writer's block. So here are some ways that I talk about kicking creative funk and moving on. Go for a walk. Besides getting away from your physical place of stuckness, you'll have your heart pumping and oxygen flowing through your veins. Once those endorphins kick in, it's a natural high with no side effects or calories, and best of all, it's 100% legal. Take a nap. Sometimes you just gotta do the opposite. I used to feel guilty, um, like what I call good for nothing coconut for sleeping in the middle of the day, until I saw Don Draper taking naps and realized there must be something more to these midday siestas. Watching an engaging movie or show. Speaking of which, I love Mad Men, and although TV or other shows and stuff can be a great source of time suckage, it also can be a great source of inspiration if you do it in moderation. Shop and cook for a meal. Often, I do the cheap, fast route of fast food, so. Um, One of the things that I also try to do is, something that the slow food movement has recognized is that, there's something to preparing food, the whole process from gathering it to taking the time to actually cook with your hands. I know different times we feel too busy to do it, but sometimes, it's a great way to actually take a break, at least for me. Explore and find a cafe. Um, Certainly, it's a great source of caffeine, and I love different times funky cafe that's got that bohemian vibe and stuff. Other than that, it's also a great way to get out of your element, shake it up a bit, and you'll definitely benefit from that to get those creative juices flowing. Read in a library or bookstore. And even though we have all this information these days at our fingertips, there's still nothing like, going into these awesome, what I consider like kind of holy shrines to human knowledge and wisdom. And if that doesn't stir something in you, then, you may want to check your pulse. Play a video game. I know that different times people consider video games kind of childish and stuff. I personally think that it's a great opportunity to simply be a kid again. And if you realize that one of the things that we pick up as we get older, and everybody tells us what to do and what not to do and stuff, is inhibition and everything. Um, Anything that you can do to kind of be a kid again is definitely going to get you more into that mindset, and where you lose that inhibition and you'll find a lot more inspiration and creativity going again. Write about something you're passionate about. So whether you're a blogger, content marketer, somebody who writes a lot, it's easy to kind of get into the rut of where writing becomes such a grind. So find opportunities to write again. If you can, really, one of the things I really love is Julia Cameron's Artist Way, where she talks about doing daily morning pages first thing in the morning, or other times just doing different kind of writing that again gets those juices flowing. So it's all about really that thing that the writers write, and it's about getting back in touch with you know those positive feelings of allowing words and your thoughts to flow. Have mind-blowing sex. Okay, this one can be a little bit tricky if you're single or you're not with a partner that can help you out there. But other things, you can do is, that's one of the reasons why I dance tango, because of that sensual, um, you know, feeling that not simply the physical embrace and stuff, but the sense of connection and connecting with through emotion and to this music. And overall, there's something to that I've definitely found. This, nothing else like it. And I've even had tango dancers who have, also admitted that sometimes they feel that the tango high is, even better than sex. Either way, even if sex isn't available or possible at the moment, and maybe you're not into tango, and maybe that's kind of beyond you. But finding a way for dance and as an expression to not only express yourself, but to connect with the music and with somebody that, or possibly other people and stuff, is a great way to do this. And then the last and probably one of the best ways is to just help other folks. I contribute now to different forums, and I find that just being able to kind of focus on yourself takes you out of that place where you're wrapped up in your own worries and problems, and you kind of, provides you some distance. And meanwhile, you're gonna really benefit from that selfish altruism, something I've written about in other places as well. So these are my top 10 tips for getting out of a creative funk. I'd love to hear from you what works and when you get stuck, and what you can do to get your creative juices flowing. So as always, please follow me on the blog Butterfly Formula or at JYCMBA on Twitter. And you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. So definitely always look forward to connecting. We've got a cool upcoming event tomorrow evening, and that's going to be the 23rd of July with Chef Chris Hill. If you can join us, I would love for you to kind of, hear what he's got going on with launching a restaurant. And also, if you have other folks who, please don't, if you find this value in what I share and provide, please share with other folks. I would love to kind of, help you to spread the message that the world's definitely waiting for you to share that unique gift that only you can provide. Thanks again, and we'll look forward to you next time.